Testing the mic. Oh, shit, it's a little hot. Get started here shortly. Oh, what's going on, y'all? Hola. This is Z-Rex. No noise time. A little bit late, right at the close of the market here in about a couple minutes. It is August 9th of 2023. We live. Yeah, I know. I'm late. Been dealing with this BS plumbing problem this morning. Oh my god. Screw, I can't even use my kitchen right now. But that's okay, whatever. The plumber will be here soon, hopefully, and get all that resolved so I can start cooking it up again. Hey, what's up, Tit V? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you again. Let's see here. Let's anything standing out? Let's just kind of scroll down the list. Taking a little cool off from yesterday, which was pretty girthy and green for the most part. Everything's just kind of chilling out, it looks like, in crypto land. What about normie market land? Yeah, a little bit of selling pressure again, but nothing too crazy, kind of just hanging out. Oil's breaking out. It did an open and close. It ended up closing that hammer really nice yesterday. We're getting follow through up at 84. Oh, I wonder if they're going to have to doctor the CPI that comes out tomorrow again. They only changed it like 10 times last year, how they do the formula, because, if you don't get the results you want, you just change the formula. That's just how you do it, especially government style, right? Anyway, TNX, yeah, nothing too crazy. A little bit more selling in gold, but overall, just taking a little bit of a breather in crypto land. Slight follow through on most everything else. Let's go ahead and start, as we usually like to do, with Mama Bear and the total market cap. Let's see here. Yeah, same here. Yep. Total market cap is just kind of chilling. It did take out both the EMAs yesterday, so that's kind of nice. Do like to see that off this hammer candle with a little bit of follow through. See if we can get some more today. We still got about 4 hours left on that guy. You can see we are in definitely a real tight box right here. A little blue box of range disparity, something. I don't know what we want to call it, but it's the blue box of of range mode. Let's go to BD bits because usually these charts look very similar. Oh yeah, I like this candle. And we also made a higher high off of this structure. That actually is super important. I did not notice that earlier. That's actually a pretty good sign that bulls are really attempting to make strength here. Where this would have been shitty is if this pumped up. Wow, it went over 30K. Nice. And just like got all the way back below these bodies. That would have sucked for the Bulls, but this actually does look pretty good, and I do like that it's just kind of retesting these EMAs right on top of this the very next day. We would like to see follow through with this guy. Man, when was that? It looks like it just started selling off this morning. Yeah. Would like to see some follow through with this over the next few days into the weekend for the weekly close, which let's go ahead and jump out to the weekly. Man, the weekly close really need to see one above like 30,600 would be pretty nice. We are floating, if we bring this over here, we are floating just above the 382. So in fib analysis and fib TA, if you're a fib user, if you draw fibs in bullish posturing or bearish posturing, if the price is staying above the 382, the momentum is strongly in favor of, in this case, it would be the bulls because we're measuring bullish momentum. So do keep that in mind. Above 382 is no joke. And it's funny. If you look actually really long term, let's jump out to our halving chart here. If you actually jump out real long term on Bitcoin, which weekly is probably my favorite long term chart for bitty bits, is 382 is these boxes here and here and here. Only for just a little second did it go below it, but you can see it's caught even back over here in 2012. Literally all the rallies have pretty much stalled out at the 382. So you could say that Bitcoin's been in a bull market since inception, kind of. I know that sounds a little bit crazy, but it kind of is true on the more macro time frames. Yeah, there's been some giant liquidation breaks in there, but after you run up freaking, oh wait, that's not the right one I want. After you run up, only 20,000%, and you lose 80%, you still did a freaking 3,800% run. So it's like, whatever. Let's look at Amazon just to make this point a little bit. Look in the beginning of Amazon, it had a lot of dips too. Here's probably like a little 90 something percenter. Here's a pretty big one, a little 70 percenter. So, other than that, though, it's pretty much been straight up. Jeff, don't be playing, yo. All right. Anyway, let's go back to Bitcoin. 382, as long as we're floating above this level, it's looking pretty damn good. See if we can get these shorter term moving averages to curl back up. And let's look at DMI real quick. Yeah, we are pushing the bears down into the weak zone. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, unheard of in stocks with those percentages. Yeah, only when they first come out, like I was just showing with Amazon. Only when it's like really new or weed stocks, pretty much. But you're trying referencing like the 20 something thousand percentages. Actually, yeah, that does not happen very often. Actually, just for shits and giggles, what has Amazon done over the many years? Just kind of take it from right around here. Oh, look, 78,000%, but it also did take 25 years or something, 26 years to do. So I guess it does exist. Let's see here. NVIDIA, just kind of, here we are, shits and giggles, getting off track. NVIDIA, I know, has done a real good one. Oh, god damn. 120,000%? Get the frick out of here, man. All right, I wouldn't have guessed that it was that much, but I guess when you start at 40 cents, gosh, man, can you imagine? Look, actually, this is kind of crazy. I've never looked at NVIDIA's chart this far back, but look at this. It came out in 99, rallied real hard, obviously, in the tech bubble when everything was rallying hard. Ended up dumping 90%, but, hell, it was still up almost, about 90% from its IPO over here. I can't believe that this IPO'd at 40 cents. Can you imagine scooping NVIDIA up at 40 cents? Man, that would be pretty freaking badass. Shit. Well, putting our foot in our mouths a little bit here. 100,000%. Get this shit out of here. How about Apple? Oh my God, Apple. Holy moly. Holy moly. Oh, look, Apple was only 10 cents. Get this shit out of here. About the same. All right, we're having too much fun with that, reminiscing and insane, stupid percentages. Y'all want to see a real crazy one? Then, real quick, just to finish it off. Y'all remember Hex? Y'all know Hex, right? Yeah, it sucks now. It moved to Pulse Chain, all that crap. A lot of people don't like Richard Hart or whatever, but to be fair, Richard Hart only did what was it? This isn't from the inception though. Hold on, we need a different chart because I believe it's close to 1,000,000%. I believe it's close to that. Hold on, we're gonna find it. We's gonna find it. What if I just type it in and what chart does it pull up? Crypto? No, we don't want that one. Come on. Uniswap probably has it from old school. No, I guess not. No, it was definitely way more percentages than that because it came out in like 2019. Bitfinex, does Bitfinex have it on there? Man, what the hell? What the hell? I don't know, man. All exchange types. Spot. We want spot price. And we're going to go, I don't know. Whatever. You just had to take my word for it, I guess. That's easy to do on the internet, right? But yeah, it was one of the best performing coins in that marker. And I'm pretty sure it was like 800 and something thousand% from its lows. Freaking insanity. Anyway, let's get back to TA. Yeah, sorry about that little digression. Where were we at? Okay, nice candle, higher high on this structure. See if we get any follow through. Definitely getting a little selling pressure today. What we don't want to see is today close all the way back and engulf this a second time after this already happened. That would be kind of shitty. All right, let's move on. Futures looking real nice. I like this. It's even above this little cluster. So that looks pretty good right after this little vol flash. Let's see if we can hold kind of like, low 29,000s. GBDC actually looks really good. Open and close. Dominant open and close above all this range right here from latter part of July. Definitely liking that. Ethereum. All right, so Ethereum's daily close wasn't as sexy. It just came right up into this real high contention zone in the around 1900, 18, way up on the 1890s area. So, man, this is getting super compressed. So, not as sexy of a close as Bitcoin. That's for sure. Still barely holding on to the chrono crosses here right above about 1800. So as long as above, about 1800-ish, it looks okay. Here's all the vol flashes we talked about like that. This is going to be a real fast video because most everything is the same from yesterday. We usually do them every other day, but just trying to get back on schedule here. Yeah, the closes look like they came in fairly well for a lot of the majors. Not so much on ETC. This looks pretty shitty. Looks pretty shitty, to be fair. Nothing really exciting about this chart at all. Really needs to clear 18.5. This looks pretty good. Nice bounce off of this. I do kind of like it getting back over 65. That's pretty sexy. Let's zoom out to the weekly. Yeah, weekly still needs some work, but not too bad. See if we can kind of hold this little swing low. It looks pretty good after this hammer follow through and a little bit more follow through. So not too shabby. Would get real excited on this one above 69 cents. Nice to see XLM back around 14.2, just barely hovering in this blue box here. We do need to get some momentum in this fairly soon, or this could easily turn into rejection. And that probably hangs on the hat of Mama Bear actually attempting another 30K punch right over here. 30K little uppercut. Tron, lollygagging, Lollytron here, not really doing shit. 7.5, probably go back to 7 flat and have to reassess. Really needs to get back above 7.9. Dot is okay. This is not one of my favorite charts. Y'all been knowing that if you watch the show. Dot ADA, they kind of have the same stupid chart. Nothing really sexy there. Link, though, look at Linky Poo. Linky's coming back up over the trend line, or attempting to. Let's zoom in a little bit on the crack time frames. Man, little mega pump this morning right before the American session opened. Gave up a little bit, but this is still looking pretty good. Nice follow through off of this candle, off of testing this structure here. So that's pretty good. Needs to clear $8 again, and maybe we can, just maybe, we can stab up to 9 on one of these little reach arounds to the 9 area, which has been absolutely decimated each time it gets to 940. I don't know what's up with 940 something. There's some massive seller up there that tells the bulls to suck it whenever price goes over there. Hey, what's up, Hellbound? How you doing, man? EOS, same shit, blah, crap. BCH, oh man, could this get any tighter on this? This is actually shooting star. This is kind of rejection here a little bit against this structure. So that's kind of a little bit ugly and is really setting forth this range of about 2 teens to about 245-ish. BSV flat as fuck, boring. Oh man, XMR is actually attempting to break back down. Can't get no love from the Bulls. Pretty shitty close yesterday, considering everything else was kind of doing pretty good. We are approaching a line in the sand here at this 156 level. We start getting comfy below 156. I mean, it could kind of go anywhere in this range here. You can see there's plenty of price action looking left there. 29, nothing really going on there. Below 29, y'all already know what's up. Dash is actually trying to creep up here. This actually looks fairly decent. Open and close yesterday above the 21, getting a little support here at about $32. Yeah, this looks like it might have a little run to maybe 35 or so. Definitely going to see some resistance in the 35 handle. Past that, probably just shy of 40, but let's go to the weekly. Yeah, weekly doesn't look very good, but, you know, it starts on the daily. It doesn't start on the weekly. Nah, not so good. Close for Doge yesterday either. Kind of really solidifying that upper 7 handle. So we're just like, the 7 handle in general is just mega confusion for bulls and bears. You can see we've ping-ponged in it a lot here, all through here, right here, right here. So the struggle is real, y'all. Yeah, not too great here. Rejection on that. That actually kind of looks pretty nasty. Yeah, that's not my favorite setup right there. Really needs to get back above 62-ish. Let's see. Let's just keep flying through these. Not really much news on it. Trying to base out here. Maybe above 3.2. It's okay, but not great. This is still one. I didn't buy any yesterday, but I think I'm going to buy a nibble a little bit today. This one looks pretty decent, still above 5 cents. That'll be kind of my stop on this trade, 5 cents. Doesn't look great as far as the EMAs. They're very methodically straight down here, almost like drawn like trend lines from the last like few weeks. But you still do have the slope up on the 200, so that is kind of interesting. And right around this mega support area, yeah, I know it's just right outside of it, but close is close enough, especially in crypto. We're not going to sweat when it's like 2% away, like whatever, man. V-Chain is trying to hold this low here. Anything back below this little swing low at 173, you. Oh, same here. Anything back below 820, not nice. This is attempting to sell off again, man. If this goes back below 44, we go into black hole mode once more. And I mean, we can do some fib on this, I guess, if we wanted to. I know we pulled fibs on this when it broke like this 69 area. And the 1618 is actually where we are now. And so the 2618, I mean, the next target on that would be 20 something cents if that were to happen. Let's see if we actually got confluence with fibs off of this little pump. A little bit higher on this pump, so about 35 cents. We probably look for upper 30s to, upper 20s to mid 30s if this were to break this swing low at about 44 cents. What are we thinking about LTC? What's Charlie Lee doing? I don't know. Let's go see what Charlie Lee is doing. Ton, a nice candle close yesterday, still under the 21 though. Got a lot of resistance at 133. And Pulse Chain is going down to 500 again. So that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, as long as it's holding 500, it's okay. Back below 500 though, man, it could easily just dump out there. I might nibble a little bit on this one too, because that's just a easy easy risk management to about 500, roughly 6%. Let's go see what Charlie Lee is doing. Charlie. Oh my God. Hold on. Hold up. I think I need another line on this chart, probably. Probably maybe a couple more. What do y'all think? Let's just dim these out a little bit. I like these dashed ones better. They seem to break up the lines a little bit, so they're not as. And we don't need to really see these right now. We are very well far away from all that price action. So, all right. So Litecoin, what are you doing, Charlie? Still don't like this weekly, but we're like still right atop this upper 70 zone, so it's okay on the macro until we really breach that like 77-ish level. Let's see. Oh man, this is a real sloppy chart, to be fair, just sideways in a giant range, pretty much from mid 70s to 100. um Least favorite candle, though. This candle is pretty nasty from August 2nd, taking out all that structure, getting a little follow through. But the bulls have stalled the bears a little bit here on that candle, hammer candle on Monday. A little bit of follow through on Tuesday's close, and now today we're staying just barely above. I mean, you could argue that this isn't a terrible entry point, just for this swing low right around here at about 80, just to keep it nice and simple, about $80. That's not terrible. I mean, that's only about 3%. You could probably look for, in the middle of this range. So that could be a 3 to 4 to 1 trade on that, roughly. So that's not terrible. And I mean, yesterday's candle is definitely the bulls are trying to make themselves known. But the problem is there is no volume on this at all. So really need to see some kind of conviction with the volume in a nice candle either way. But closing below 80, nasty. Getting back up in this blue box above 86 starts to look a little bit sexy, and we can probably see another run to the top there. Let's see. Let's go to traditionals. You can see that we got rejected again off that 21. Looks like it's still working its way to try to get to the 55. Now, if it just goes for another few days into like early next week, the 55 will just kind of come up to it, actually, which would be pretty interesting if bulls defend around this 4,500 area, this horizontal. That would be very, very interesting if the bulls could pull that off. Still really need to clear this magenta candle of doom at about 45.80. Back above that, man, it easily opens up this target to about 47.5. Below this trend line, obviously, is going to be this next horizontal just below 4,400. And there is a little gap right here at about 43. So will that get filled at some point? Gaps generally do. So let's see if the Bears got the Momo to do it now. Fill it for a fill and bounce kind of thing, where it just says, "Oh no, we're good." Fill that structure up and have continuation. We're almost at the 55 on NASDAQ. 15,000 though, as long as it's above that, macro is intact and bullish. 21 EMA is barely holding the Dow still, surprisingly. Back below this 35 flat, easily can get us another 500 points lower. So even maybe 1,000 points if bears want to get real serious. There should be a lot of supports here. You can see that same gap here, but the Dow filled it actually pretty much right after it happened. So that's already been resolved. So mega support in the 34,000 handle. Russell's selling off again a little bit, kind of ping-ponging. It does look like it's going to have the first open and close below the 21 EMA since right back here in late June. And before that happened, that was back over here in this cluster in March before a pretty good sell-off. So that's kind of interesting, and y'all already know what's up. Below 2,000, tough to get super uber bullish on Russell. Made like this double, triple top. It just can't get out of its own way. It is making higher highs overall, though, so you could probably argue some type of a basing pattern here. I don't know if you want to stretch your imagination for a complex inverted head and shoulders on this. That's stretching it a little bit. It almost looks more like a real sloppy kind of ascending triangle because, man, above 2,000, this thing easily could run another 100 points with a quickness. The trannies, what are the trannies doing? They're barely holding on to the 21. Oh man, okay, so a little gap there. Maybe we are into for a little deeper liquidation break to test some of this previous structure here. Would be looking for that to get hit if we lost 16K, another 500 points or so. Yeah, no problem. Hellbound. Dax selling off a little bit hard yesterday at the end of the day, trying to rally today, but nothing going so far. I mean, this is just range bound 15.7 to 16.7, pretty much that 1,000 point range. And until it's out of that, it's just a range trade as far as I'm concerned. This is drippity drooping just a tad back below 32.25. It does look pretty ugly, and I would look for this to be like a little failed range test. Bulls are not able to get above this 3,300 level. That level is real serious. Yeah, we got it twice, but look at that, immediate rejections both times, getting comfy above there. So that is the line in the sand. That is the test for the Bulls, is to get back above 3,300 and just stay above kind of the lower 3,200 range. VIX trying to pop a little bit this morning. VVIX got over 100. It looked like it was going to do an open and close above 100 and immediately got rejected. And on that note, let's go look during the day. So we have open here, open session. And then, man, a lot of times the momentum gets reversed right around, right before lunchtime at about 10:30-ish. I had a short on Russell yesterday and took it off at 10:30, and it rallied almost back up to the open. It looks to be like a common thing. I guess the guys in New York are buying when they go to lunch. But today we actually did just give it back up, and we are below that 4,500. But with that VIX, though, man, the VVIX almost got the open and close above 100, but you can see how serious this level is. It doesn't just do it all the time. It's actually fairly rare. Yeah, we did stay elevated for a while after COVID because, I mean, that pretty much gave everyone PTSD for freaking the next few years and even up until today. But this actually does look kind of primed still for popping. You can see the EMA is starting to open up here. So this is pretty interesting. What would negate that? Getting back below like 94. Yeah, look, even VIX futures looking pretty, looking like they kind of want to test up here to $20. That would still be another 100 points or something. Look at this, though. Oil getting follow through. We were talking about this yesterday. If this prints a nice hammer candle, we will probably get follow through on this. It has not done some kind of structure like this for a year pretty much since we came back into this range. And what if we even go back here? Yeah, even before it tried to break out, you can see it would get right up in here and then fail. Let's see if the weekly can open and close above this zone and make this nice continuation pattern. The only thing that is a little bit concerning is, we're just been straight up 45-degree angle, no selling really at all, just every day. It's just kind of trickling up. So that might be the only concern, that we probably need to take a little bit of a breather. But man, if we just let EMAs and stuff and oscillators catch up, we can just ping pong up here, above 78 or so, 79, and all that structure will build on itself and look pretty damn sexy. But man, this also doesn't bode well for inflation numbers, and like we were talking about yesterday with the rate hikes and all that shit. So they better doctor up that CPI again. All right, Nat Gas. Look at this, guys, following through. Man, what's up, Nat Gas? Pumping. Pump it up all the way to almost $3. I would be very surprised if this could not tap mega resistance at about 320s. We did open and close above all this range, even closed above all of this over here. So Nat Gas continuing to build its base very nicely. Bonds just kind of chilling, whatever. They've been beat to pulp. Nothing really happening. A little more selling in precious metals. Platinum's the one taking it on the chin today. It's actually about to take out all these lows. This looks pretty nasty. This open and close below 900. I mean, that's opening up all these doors to test this whole range here. So line in the sand on the bottom is about 800 for that one. And that's about it there. Let's go to, not that one. The blockchain. What's the blockchain stuff doing? It looked real good yesterday. Not so great today. Just kind of giving up yesterday's gains. See, I guess we actually are closed, right? Yeah, we just closed for the day, so not the best looking candle. If it gets back below 420, that'll kind of suck and take some of the wind out of the bull sails for crypto for sure. Let's see. I wanted to look at anything in here. No. GBDC. Yeah, that's fine. What's Coinbase doing? Coinbase is fine. All right, nothing really to add there. Did we get any follow through on weed stocks? A little bit. Look at this. Yesterday, talking about weed stocks, pump action, hit earnings. They actually crushed it on the earnings, and this thing went up 14%. Very nice. Tilray's taking a little bit of a breather. I mean, to be expected. This thing's had almost 100% move just in the last couple of weeks. So, you got to take a little break. It looks like today they report. So maybe the money is coming into the marijuana sector again. We talked about this pretty at length yesterday. So check out that stream if you want kind of a detailed analysis on the or not crypto market, on the weed market. One thing right here, check this out, y'all. I don't know if I pointed this out yesterday, but look at this. This is accumulation like a mofo. Vol flash right here before this little pump. Isn't that funny? The vol flash happens right before big volume comes in. And look at this little saucer pattern on the bottom of this with uh what's the word I'm looking for here? Increase, like slightly increasing volume while we get this little saucer pattern. This is accumulation by definition, 100%. There is somebody out there scoopy in this for sure, in anticipation of something. The only way that gets negated off this chart is we'd have to lose like $3 again. If we lost $3 again, and start testing into the 290s, then yeah, this can be negated and be like, F it. But this is definitely has the smell and structure of some pretty good accumulation. You can see this volume is picking up very steadily since May of this summer. So that's nice. You're liking ALSN. What do I see? Let's see. What do I see? ALSN. Holy moly. Oh, transmissions. Oh, funny. I was actually, is that in my auto part list? It should be. Let me see. It might not be. If it's not, we need to add that in there. Oh, yeah, it is. Here it is. Of course. Yeah, of course it's in there. Yeah, this is my auto parts list. Auto stuff. Pretty big run. This is starting to get a little rounded on the top. So kind of like if we flip it, like the MJ chart we just saw, it's kind of the opposite of that. So this could be a little bit bearish. Rounded formations are not indicative of momentum generally. Let's see. Man, and this bitch has been straight the F up. Wow, it's at all-time highs. Holy crap, man. All right. Well, everybody wants to buy used cars instead of these $100,000 freaking trucks, dude. It's ridiculous. It's like, get the frick out of here, man. It's like, like who's doing that? Who's buying these bullshit trucks and even cars and stuff for like six figures? It just doesn't make any sense to me. I'd never spend that kind of money on a car. Like, not just a regular ass truck. That's just so crazy to me. To each his own, but whatever. But as long as it's above about 56 and a half, it looks okay. Let's go to the weekly. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, really, actually, you could go to like this previous high, so like 54. So if it's above 54, it's okay. I would just be cautious if this keeps filling out rounded and we don't clear like $60 by the end of the month. You could make a pretty good argument that there's a distribution happening up here, and there is a little bit of bearish divergence too on these daily peaks from here to here. So, hey, but it is in blue sky mode, so that's cool. That's probably the best part about it. Nice monthly candle close in June. And 52 and a half is okay. So like 53 to 55, as long as it's above that, it is definitely in bull boner mode. I was actually looking at Holly earlier. I had traded this back over here, but I took off most of the trade over here, and of course it runs really hard, because that's how that works usually. But that's okay. Can't be mad. Is it going for gap fill way up here at $12? That would be a double from here. Earnings coming up pretty soon next week. Yeah, big move in some of these car stocks. Riley's. Um, oh, not so much for Advance. What's going on at Advance Auto Parts? Holy shit. Rallied right into this trend line a few times and just got decimated. Oh man, my buddy traded this around earnings and something. What the hell did he say happened? They got a military contract. Oh, Allison Transmissions got a military contract. That's pretty cool. They're gonna put their transmissions in the tanks or something. Yeah, well, they do make beast mode transmissions. That's for sure. All right, let me go look for the AAP. Let's see. No. No. Oh, yeah. Okay. So my buddy does fundamentals, and he said, I just looked in our chat from months ago. This was back in May when they had earned that earnings announcement. Because I was asking, man, is this a long? Because I didn't see this part right here yet. I was like, man, we might be setting up for a long on an H pattern right here, which didn't actually play out. This is the H pattern, right? Roughly. It actually did not play out and ended up just getting decimated, even well past the measured move on that. And he said it's because they took away they reduced their dividend 90% when they still expect to make $6 per share. He goes, something is off. And I'm like, okay, well, that's beyond me. I don't read any of that shit. I just look at the chart. Something's been off for a while, and you can clearly see that on the chart. Most of the car stocks have done pretty good, but this year it is down 72%. Interesting. I actually bought a little bit of AAP down here. So I'm kind of, they're not going anywhere. I buy a lot of stuff from Advanced Auto Parts. I like them a lot better than AutoZone. AutoZone is garbage, but yeah, don't buy Duralast and all that shit over there. Just don't really go to AutoZone. They have crappy parts. Anyway, you can kind of see there is pretty good strength here. Let's pull up the cheat sheet. Yeah, we got a lot of people picking it up right here. Of course, it's around 69. What else could it be around? Right around $69. So losing the mid low 60s, yeah, that opens up the doors all the way pretty much to the top of this range, which volume profile is showing us too at about mid 40s. But that's why I nibbled on this one a little bit because, I'll take that risk on. That's not even that much from here. What is that? Less than 10%. Because you can see if this thing wants to rally and they get their shit together or whatever, dividend crap, I don't know, whatever's kind of going on over there. It's beyond my purview, but there's a giant gap here. And they do have earnings July. My God, what is wrong with me? Dyslexic or something. Wednesday, 23rd. So in a couple of weeks, they do have earnings. So maybe they turn it around or something. We'll find out here this month, though. Stay tuned. But yeah, I am taking a stab on that one. AutoZone. What is AutoZone doing? Man, look at AutoZone's chart. Complete opposite of. It's only pretty much up. Like car part stocks, water stocks, and a couple other things. I'm actually working on like a doom portfolio to fill, like whenever something gets really beat up to buy. And auto part stocks are one of those things that people don't really talk about. Like who's like, oh, go buy AutoZone and LKQ and stuff. It's like, what? But look at this. Since 1991, it's mostly been up the whole time. A little sideways lull here, but very good performer. O'Reilly's, same shit. It's pretty incredible that car part stocks do that. And why would they not keep doing that into the future when people are trying to repair their old cars instead of getting a bullshit ass base model car for $42,000? Like, get the shit out of here. All right. Anyway, oh, Highland. This is a kind of a cool company. Maybe they get it going. Maybe they don't. They were birthed from a SPAC, which you can see here. If you ever see a chart like this, that's right around $10. That is going public via a SPAC or special acquisition company, I believe, isn't it? Or corporation. I think it's company. Regardless, whatever. It's a SPAC. And this one does transmissions, but for EV trucks is I think they're based here in Austin too, and so they actually have a fairly decent product, but just right now, it's not very sexy. They got hyped up for a couple of months, and it's just been absolute beat to a pulp. Um, but apparently they're going to be able to install these onto and retrofit like other semis and stuff like that. Market doesn't like it so far, but maybe at some point, um, this one will be good to nibble on. Looks like they missed earnings by a lot, so getting a little bit of sell pressure from that. But at some point, it might be good, especially once EVs maybe get a little bit more better. All right, let's see. Let's go to sector majors. Probably going to see lots of oil going up. Yep. Everything else kind of sucks. What's KRE doing? Oh, we're back out of the abyss here of the doom and gloom of what is it? The Silicon Bank and those other ones failing. So that has been resolved. It looks like at a little point of contention here under the 200 in this little doji. So if it gets back over $50, we can probably kiss all those risks goodbye for the near term. Let's see. I think that's probably it for today, y'all. Unless someone else has another ticker for us to go check out, I'm just going to kind of bounce around on some charts here. Oh no, Microsoft, how could you? How could you? Earnings after the bell for Disney. I did want to buy some Disney yesterday, but I'm going to wait till after the earnings so I don't get whipsawed because that sucks sometimes. Oh yeah, let's go look at betting stocks. What have they been doing? Man, bets has just been going up and up and up. It's actually attempting to break out here. This looks really good above $17. Holy moly. How about Caesar's Palace? What are they doing? Hey, wow, this is actually trying to break out of the base too. Looks pretty good above $52. Interesting. DraftKings, holy moly, that already did the move, it looks like. Oh, look, it hit our target. Bada bang. Got right into the box, the blue box. I did not take this trade. See, that's why there's so many damn things to trade in the markets, man. It's so hard to keep up with all of that shit. And maybe someday this channel can grow into, multiple people actually helping watch this stuff and keep eyes on it so we can help each other make the tendies. You know what I'm saying? Because there's just like tens of thousands of stocks and cryptos and just tradables, if you will, that are just hard to remember all the time. So this is one that we were targeting, though, after if it would break out, because we didn't know, obviously, when this happened that it would do this. But the TAT leaf reading for the blue box target had been hit with a doji and immediate rejection, so that's pretty funny. Still looks good above 24 though. Again, gamble. Oh god, this one does not look good. Esports Entertainment, not sure what they're doing. It looks like they scammed everybody and ran for the hills because it's only down 99%. So it's literally 99.999999% down. So this is garbage. We might not care about that anymore. How about Las Vegas Sands? What are they doing? This is actually kind of flagging out here. Interesting chart. Looks pretty damn sexy above $54. Interesting. Does need to clear 60 for confirmation, but this actually does look pretty damn good, especially on the backs of some of these other betting stocks doing well. Yeah, look at this. MGM is freaking breaking out to new highs. Oh, Corona panic. No one's ever going to go to a casino again. Oh, just kidding. And Penn is not doing super great. It does have good support here around 22, so maybe something around there. 3D printing stocks is something I've been kind of keeping an eye on. They haven't got any love since what was like 2014, 13. Yeah, 13. They got a lot of hype after the great financial crisis, and they've kind of just been shat on and forgotten about since then. Yeah, look at this. They just keep selling off. They're almost like weed stocks. Stratasys is one of the bigger ones, and 3D Systems, and then I think which one's Desktop Metal. Yeah, these are like the main big ones, but they still all look pretty shitty to be fair. So nothing there yet. How about cybersecurity stocks? We getting anything going on with those? Isn't there an ETF? What's Planeteer doing? Woo! Look at Planeteer doubled up. Hit to the next horizontals. My lord. Planeteer said, suck it, bitches. Looks like we got a lot of bearish divergence here, though, and getting some pullbacks. Still okay above 14 bucks, back below 14. Watchale. Watchale. Oh, here it is. Cyber. That's the ETF, I believe. Oh, nope. It's not. Just kidding. Is it Hack? Maybe it's Hack. Yeah, there it is. Hack. So just to look at the sector as a whole, man, this actually could be flipping real bullish if we can get above 52 bucks on an open and close and get these EMAs back above the 200. This actually could be very good. And how is cybersecurity not going to be a big mover once kind of risk on momentum and regime comes back online? That could easily be a good trade coming up. So keep an eye, I think, on this one. I'm going to put an alert on this right now. I need to use alerts more. Crossing up only once. Bam, created, done. All right, let's see here. What else do we got? Anything fun? Data storage is probably going to be a decent one at some point too. Seagate is okay. How about Digital Western Digital? Ouch! What the hell? Digital Ocean. What are they doing? Oof, murder fest. I know a lot of my tech friends use Digital Ocean. Hitachi, what are they doing? Hitachi saying, "Suck it, let's go." It's actually trying to do a blue sky breakout right now. What? Yeah, I mean, this looks like it's trying to just base out and follow up with some continuation. Wow, actually, Micron, look at this. If we just stay above about 64 bucks for another couple weeks, we will have a nice support area in the low 60s. And this very well could be setting up for a punch to the low 80s. Just need to see if bulls can get back into the, what is that, 71 and change. But very good support on this base at about $63 handle. Let's see. AI. This is probably going to be whatever. Oracle. What's Oracle doing? Wow. Oracle as it is at super new highs. What the shit? Okay. Well, above 100 bucks looks really good. Very nice. Shit, man. Freaking what a year. Someone told me that the first part of this year was the best performing like so far for the NASDAQ in history, which I'm not sure. I haven't vetted that yet, but that seems kind of crazy. But shit, maybe it is real, because holy crap, a lot of these tech stocks, dude. What the F? Let's look at Fusion stuff. No, Fusion's going sideways. Sideways. Oh, this one's breaking out. Looks like it's trying to fill this gap all the way at 44. Looks pretty good above 37-ish. Let's go look at, I think that's about all I want to do for today. Yeah, we'll save some stuff for Friday. Let's look at some meme stocks real quick. What's BlackBerry doing? BlackBerry, oh, maybe it's okay, about 420. How about GME, everyone's favorite? God, it's actually pretty impressive that it's still $20. After all this time, after this, and this, by the way, I'm in log right now on the chart, and it still looks like this, which is very crazy. That means that's gargantuan moves. By the way, by gargantuan, it's only 5,900%. Whatever. What a freaking move. Line in the sand is about 1650. Not super sexy looking chart. Oh God, ARC. I don't even care about. I don't want to say that one. Fuck that. Nokia. Man, Nokia. Poor Nokia. Can't really do anything. Hood actually. Hey, this actually is pretty decent. I like the breakout attempt and retesting the kind of ascending triangle formation here we got. Above about $10. This actually doesn't look terrible for Hood. No, cost does not look good at all. All right, let's wrap this biatch up. Bitty bits. Put your tickers in the troll box now. Forever hold your peace. Bitty bits. Just kind of don't engulf this candle today because that would really suck. Try to stay above the 21 EMA. That would be cool. That's kind of what I'm looking for bullish continuation signals and clues. Engulfing this back would be actually pretty bearish, and I would be looking for new lows off this structure. If we could just kind of hold on here, that would be bullish, like cautiously bullish would be my stance for that if that were to happen. Let's see. I like GBDC. ETH, not super great. We're not even above the 21. Very much squeezed, very much in this freaking middle of this stupid range, going all the way back to April. So can't really take too much out of that. The best thing is all the EMAs are right here. So like the futures have been telling us with this vol flash, there is a very large move incoming, and that probably will be seen, I'm guessing, by the end of the month, or I think early September at the latest. There's going to be a large move happening very soon. Let's see. I think that's it pretty much for those. Y'all get the gist. 45-ish on here. Still looks like it's trying to work its way to the 55, which generally does happen. We went back in history the other show, like 2-3 shows ago, and showed you that whenever it breaches the 21, we usually test the 55 within a week or so. We'll see if we get that by the end of the week. And I think that's it. Watch that VVIX if it can get back up over 100. Almost did today, but it looks like it failed today because we are closed. Any thoughts on XRP IPO? No, I am not familiar with the XRP IPO. What is that? They're gonna IPO? Yeah, I don't know about that one. Let's see. I just did a little search on my side window here. Oh, really? They held a private road show. Okay, this is July. Okay, is there a time on that maybe for the IPO? You probably know already more about it than I do. I don't get too sucked into news anymore. I try to limit my consumption of that because I found it really fucks my trading up. Let's see. Yeah, upon that, they're gonna 80% of the maximum supply. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, there's no date apparently from this article on Coin Desk, but it says ongoing legal battle. Yeah, they probably can't do it. Wow, that lawsuit's been going on since December 2020. Jesus Christ. See, that's like that bullshit. Like, oh, Ripple, oh no, it's gonna die. It's like, oh no, Hexcoin and Pulse is gonna die because Richard Hart and the SEC they're suing them, and it's like, dude, in finance, people get sued like all the time. That's like a normal thing. But they said they're trying to still do it this year. That's interesting. They're running out of time. That's for sure. Interesting that they're trying to do an IPO. I was not aware of that. Let's see. They bought a Mataco. Yeah. Mataco, a Switzerland-based crypto custody firm for 250 mil earlier this year. Maybe they're going to try to do the IPO through them. I don't know. Said it's most likely to happen, but timing is meh, whatever. All right. Well, I guess what we could do is go look at the Ripple chart again with that knowledge. And let's see, is this a 618? Yes, it is. Look at that, right on the 618. Bada bang. So yeah, I mean, clearing back above 69 cents, man, that would probably lead up to IPO action. That's interesting. I was not aware of that. Really good support in the mid 50s on Ripple. I mean, I think Ripple is one of the best looking crypto charts right now, to be fair. And I know that's probably going to piss some people off. They're like, oh, Ripple, it triggered me. It's not a real, you don't even use the token, blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, who cares? Like, the market doesn't give a shit. Doge has unlimited supply pretty much and hasn't had one update on its GitHub in like since its inception, and is a clone and a joke. And look at its chart; it's up and to the right over time. So that's defying kind of the basic laws there. You never know how people are going to perceive shit, and y'all already know what's up on this. We've got major blue lines, and we're above one of the major blue lines right here in the mid 50s. And after we get over $1, man, I mean, $1.40 is like pretty much the all-time high, around $1.40, $1.60 area. This little blip, and then the extension off this structure, which it's hit every single time, is all the way up here at 350-ish in the middle. And I know that sounds crazy. I don't believe it either. 350 Ripple would be insanity. But I mean, no one thought Doge would go to 60, 70 cents, you know? So anything can happen. Humans are super irrational and wild, and you never know how they're going to react to stuff. So I could see that happening if this got some IPO shit towards the end of the year. Um, that would be wild. I do hold some Ripple. Let's see. You just went through hundreds of stocks. Love it. How many do you trade? How many stocks do I have right now? Let me tell you, Hellbound. I'll look at my account right now, see what I'm holding. I try not to hold more than probably like 10 or 20 at any given time. I've noticed once I get into like the 15, 20 range, I'm like, it's a lot to manage that for one person. And you really have to stay in tune to those. And the management is just a little difficult. And sometimes I've noticed when I get too many or close to 20, it's usually because I'm getting a little over bullish, or just I'm getting too biased in my positioning. So I try to keep it around 10. Like right now, let's see what I have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 positions on right now. So yeah, I'm gonna take that for what it's worth. I got about 8 on. And usually, like I said, I'm around like 5 to 10 is what I try to stick in every once in a while. Well, and to be fair, that's actually just stocks. That doesn't count like cryptos. I kind of treat those differently. So if you count cryptos and stuff, hell, I'm definitely over 20, but I do kind of separate crypto and equities. So they're kind of just like different trade. You just interact with them a lot different. Like, using the ecosystem in crypto is a lot different than the ecosystem in equity markets. So let's see here. SHIB Bone. Oh, dang. Let's go to SHIB. I haven't looked at SHIB in a while. I hold some of this one in a fuck it wallet that I just don't care about. I'll look at it at some day when the next bull run happens in crypto, see what happens. But man, mega resistance still at that 1,000 level. It did find support though on this little cluster here and these kind of lows, so that's good for defense and setting up this like 700-ish. And I don't know what to call these. They're like dollar satoshis, I guess, because this is in a USD pair. You'd think it's a satoshi, but it's not. It's only 0.000001 or 9 of a penny. So that's pretty wild. What would this be if it did just go to a penny? What's that percent gain? Let's just play shits and giggles real quick. Let me all the way up to, oh my God, it would be like 100,000% or some shit. All right, well, that's probably unlikely, but looks okay. It really needs to clear this 1,000. If it starts building candles above 1,000, this bitch could run real hard and real fast up here to like probably 4K or something. But again, I play this one a little bit, real tiny money though, because these obviously are super high risk. So, I don't want to put a lot of money in this one. This bitch could just freaking go to the floor in like a week. Bone. Let's go to Boner Coin. What's Boner Coin? What is this? Bone Shiba swap? I am not familiar with this one. Oh, what the hell? Well, that looks a lot better than Shiba. Wait, is this like Uniswap but with Shiba stuff? I don't know about this. Shit, this looks really good above $1.30. What the hell? What the? All right, let's see if there's another chart though, because that one is not very long. Let's go to Polo usually has a lot. Nope. Well, this is a little bit newer, it looks like. Let's go to Uniswap. Maybe. No. Bone. US Dizzle. How about OKX has a lot? No. Wow. Yeah. So this has just now been getting on most of the exchanges here in the like this summer. It looks like. Um. Yeah, I'm seeing October 22 is the longest. Yeah, man, above 130. This actually looks really good. I really like this structure. You got the EMAs opening up, really providing awesome support around 120, 130. So obviously coming up to this previous high at like $2. So there's definitely going to be some resistance there. Interesting though. Shib, Bone, and Leash are all Shiba ecosystems. Okay, so they doing like deck stuff over there pretty much and all that kind of fun things. Leash, I don't see that. Oh, except I have to spell it right. Dog killer? What the fuck? Dog kill or Doge killer. Don't call it that, man. Don't put Doge on a leash, you assholes. Wow, what the hell, man? This okay, well, look at this, guys. Is it gonna probably fail right here? Yeah, maybe. It does look better than this last attempt, though. Kind of flagged out, and we are above it. Let's see if this open and close can happen above the 55. That'd be the first time in its history that it's ever done that. And you could argue after that that it looks real good above 500. Wow, it's $500. What the? What the? All right, I'm gonna research this after we get off of the after we get off stream here. Appreciate the knowledge. See, that's what I'm talking about. Sharing the info. Just keep sharing it. Just the more we share, the better we all get, you know. Oh, I missed Tesla for you. Hold on, Tit. Hold on, Tit. Let's see. Is this the tits? Oh man, look, we were talking about 240 on this yesterday, I believe, or like 230 handle. We are getting real testy with it. Let's go to the weekly. Still got real good support though around that mid 230s. So not super concerning on the weekly, but this does look a little distribution esque here. Momentum has been lost now for the bulls officially off both oscillators, and so yeah, I mean, for me, I'm gonna play like a. I don't trade Tesla a whole lot, although I should more since it's not since they split it back over here, so it's not like some super insanely expensive stock because before it was just really hard to trade. It would tie up a lot of capital and stuff. But this one might not be terrible to nibble on as long as it's in the 230 handle. Sub 230s though, I think we probably come back down and test 200, and that's the line in the sand for show. Let's see, monthly is also showing the mid 230s. So 230 handle above that, it's okay. I would like to see a little bit better structure here, see if bulls can actually defend a little bit, because technically speaking, they haven't defended shit since July 21st. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that is all. I am done for the day. Much appreciate y'all. Good to see you, Hellbound. Good to see you, Tit, and everybody else that came into the stream. Much love. I will see y'all on Friday for the last stream of the week. Y'all have a beautiful hump day. This has been No Noiz with Z Rex, signing out. Peace.